This summer, my family and I decided to go to Colorado. These next 2 days would be all about getting outside my comfort zone and seeing places that looked like they were straight out of a movie. I think part of what makes traveling so exciting is new experiences, and oftentimes this can include pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. My family and I knew that we wanted to do whitewater rafting since Colorado is really well known for this, so that's the adventure that we embarked on today. Whitewater river rafting levels are divided into 5 classes, increasingly getting more difficult. We were rafting down the Shoshone Rapids, which is a part of the Colorado River, and this rafting trip went up to a Class 3 difficulty. The Shoshone Rapids are between the Glenwood Canyon, which is in Glenwood Springs, meaning it was a little more than a 2-hour drive from Montrose. Right now, we just made it to the rafting place. We just finished our rafting trip and it was so much fun. It was so exciting, and honestly sometimes I was a little bit scared, but it was totally worth it. The weather was over 90 degrees, so the cold splashes of water were just what we needed. There were times when I was convinced that I was going to fall out of the raft, but honestly that's what added to the adventure. My arms were sore for the next 2 days, but it was such a fun workout that I'm not even complaining. After rafting, the next thing on the agenda was going to the Colorado National Monument, which was about a 2-hour drive from Glenwood Springs. I got ready in the car, which kind of became a norm on this trip, me getting ready in the car and recording myself. Still have no idea what I'm doing. We have just made it to Colorado National Monument. Right now we are completing the Rim Rock Drive, which is basically where you drive up Colorado National Monument and stop at these overlooks. So we are at Historic Trail. That formation in the middle all by itself is Independence Monument, which is the famous image that you've probably seen on postcards of Colorado. It's currently 5 o'clock-ish and it's 105 degrees, so we're kind of waiting for things to cool off a little bit before moving on a trail, but that's kind of crazy just how hot it is. In case you're wondering what I'm even doing, that is what I like to call my attempt at pointing at Independence Monument and still failing. But I think you get the picture, or at least I hope you do. We've seen a couple people, but we still have a lot of this place to ourselves. Like this specific overlook, there were a couple of people here before, now they left, so this overlook is just us. There's just something about sitting all by yourself and observing every little thing around you. In contrast to the more fast-paced moments of travel that I equally enjoy, getting to sit and be left with your thoughts is special. On the maps that they handed out, I actually read about John Otto, who's the reason that the Colorado National Monument is the way that it is, because he's the one who advocated for it to become a national park, and after he achieved that, he was the caretaker for only $1 a month. I've learned a lot of things on this trip, but I think the most important thing that I learned is that life is not fair, because I was convinced that I looked like a Bollywood actress with the wind blowing in my hair, but turns out the wind only does that for them. So I guess I'll just have to walk around with the fan everywhere I go. Now we are going on Otto's Trail because I read that at the end of this trail you can get a really nice view of Independence Monument, and you want to see the sunset over that. So I'm super excited for this hike. It's supposed to be easy, so let's see. The timing, I think the time is currently 8:10 and sunset is at 8:38. So we're trying to get there on time. Also, the weather right now is so nice. I remember when we first got here earlier today, it was 105 degrees, and now I think it's around 86 degrees, but also because the sun has gone down a little bit, it's not as extreme, so it's really nice. There's this nice breeze, and I can tell that this is going to be a really fun trail to go on. So it was definitely worth it because we did see the clouds kind of turn like a dark blue or purple look, and this trail was also super easy, so there's no reason not to do this. I would say there was nothing that we could control, but in hindsight I would definitely have wished for it to be less cloudy so that the sun would have been directly on the Independence Monument, and then we would have been able to see it. I was trying to get a time lapse to get that changing sky, but it wasn't really working. The wind was shaking my phone a lot, and on top of that the sky wasn't changing as drastically as I hoped it would. But Otto's Trail is definitely something I would recommend. It has a beautiful look at the Independence Monument. You'll get a nice and up close view, so definitely come here, and I hope that the clouds are not in the way when you come here. I'm currently in the hotel room, and today we're actually checking out because we are going to be going to Colorado Springs and staying there for the next couple of days, which I'm super excited for. Today's plan is to go to Crested Butte, and because it's on the way, and then check into our new hotel. We arrived in the town of Crested Butte about 2 hours later. I'm absolutely obsessed with how cozy and how scenic this place looks. Seriously, it looks like I traveled straight into a movie. Today's plan was to go on the Judd Falls Trail to see, as its name implies, a waterfall at the end. This trail is a 2.2-mile hike with a 462-foot elevation gain. Along this trail, I saw some of the prettiest sights I've ever seen, and I've looked in the mirror quite a couple times. We are currently in Crested Butte, Gothic to be more specific, because now we're going to do the Judd Falls Trail. And look at this view. It's absolutely gorgeous. I do feel some drops, so I think it's going to rain a little bit right now, but I don't really mind because when you're surrounded in a place that looks this beautiful, it doesn't matter.
Then guess what?
We've just started the Judd Falls Trail. This is by the Copper trailhead you keep walking past because of the sun. This is a gorgeous hike. I'm so glad that we decided to go on this one. The views that you get throughout are stunning, and like it just, I can't even find the word because it actually looks like straight out of a painting. You get to walk around with coniferous trees all around you and those mountains in the back. The weather today is also perfect. It's like 75 degrees. Also, I do think it's funny that Osme and I are pretty much the only ones who are not dressed up, but like everyone else that we've seen on this trail is wearing athletic shorts and like a synthetic t-shirt, and we're wearing like denim shorts and a shirt with our hair now. But honestly, I don't know when I'm coming here again, so I don't even care. Do it for the pictures. We have officially made it to the falls. It's so relaxing and quiet up here, and all you can hear is just the sound of the water, and it's just very peaceful and just sitting here. Just standing here, the falls are back there. This is totally worth the hike, and now I think we're going back. We are going back up this trail. This view never gets old. Alright, we have made it back to the end, and that is officially the end of this trail. It was a really fun one. After finishing our hike, we started our 3.5-hour drive to Colorado Springs. As if this day wasn't perfect enough, it started raining, and we saw 2 rainbows. Crested Butte was the gift that kept on giving. It was like just when we thought that we had seen the most beautiful place in existence, we would turn the corner and encounter another unbelievably extraordinary sight. It was one of those rare moments of simplicity when everything slows down, and the only thing on my mind was observing the shades of green, or the sound of water, or just following the next step on the trail. This honestly felt like my main character moment, because everything about this place felt too good to be true. And somehow, I was lucky enough to be in the middle of all of it.